Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something from Kubey knives, which they've been hit or miss. Sometimes it's and sometimes it's wow. It's pretty amazing, honestly. Thanks so much to Kubey. This is Kubey, right? Typically, I believe the Kubey stuff is like higher end, but I think they also make budget stuff too. I don't know. It's a confusing line of stuff. Whatever it is, it'll be linked in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's get this opened up. Make sure your notifications for the Metal Complex YouTube channel are turned on if you don't want to miss my uploads or especially my live stream giveaways. Make sure your notifications are turned on. It would greatly benefit my channel. So, now this, hold on now. This is a nice looking fella there. KB 379A, CPM 20 CV, and titanium. Look at this. Look at this. Anytime I see this box, I just expect, it to be like 80s camo carbon. Because KB had it was like every other knife that they came out with was that. Oh, that's nice. Almost, boy. Okay. So it's contoured. It's almost like a topographical map texturing. Like the way that it's sort of, there's less curvature here. I kind of like that. I'm trying to decide whether or not I've seen something exactly. I've seen topographical designs, like aesthetic designs. But as far as titanium that has been milled this way, I'm not completely sure. I've seen starburst in various patterns, right? But never anything quite like this. So we have a milled clip. I'm going to guess there's no mounting position over here. No. Something I love immediately, and what many of you have almost certainly already pointed out, there's no visible hardware. That is such a good look, and I'm so happy to see knife companies catching on to that. I believe this screw will thread, and by the way, that looks like T8, really nice. That'll thread all the way through the backspacer and into the titanium. It's possible that the backspacer's threads as well. I doubt it. That would just be a lot of threads. But that's really, really cool. And then we have the lanyard thing in the backspacer and not in the middle of the handle, which is great because then it's not an eyesore. Now, I wish that we had a lefty mounting position, but we do not. A slot, well, you'd have to put it the way that it's nested. If they did a sort of wraparound thing or the filler tab that matches the molding and the texturing, I've seen companies do that. That'd be really nice. We didn't get that this time, so sorry, lefties. Let's deploy it. Okay, straightforward blade, but still some cool. It's got something here. It's kind of cool about it. It does. So I think the knee-jerk reaction to this would be it looks plain, and then the more you look at it, I bet a lot of you are kind of feeling what I'm feeling right now. There is something kind of fun and different about it, but it's still maintaining that minimalist look. We have a nice, it's a super cozy choke-up spot. Yeah, that's nice. Here's your plunge grind. It widens up fairly quick, but it's definitely not the worst that I've seen. Very, very functional. Thumb ramp jimping right here. Thumb studs are on the small side, but still definitely good. I mean, good enough to be able to deploy comfortably. Your reverse flick, very, very easy. We have kind of just like a basic blasted blade. I'm going to guess that they have multiple variations of this available, so if you don't just want the plain tie, they probably have other colors and different finishes and things like that. Access to the lock bar is good. Let's take a look here. Reverse flick's really nice, by the way. Access to that lock bar is really, really good. See how they've even hidden not just the lock bar insert, but the screws that hold it in place. They have also hidden that, so you don't see that anywhere. We have a nice sort of triple cutout here for the lock bar relief cut, so that's really cool. KB logo on the pivot, which is nice because then we keep the billboarding off the blade. Somebody brought up a hilariously stupid argument to me under that video that I did about the issue with counterfeit knives, which I have, by the way, also, I don't know when you guys are seeing this. It's probably been weeks since I've also done a short, right? If you're a regular Reddit user and your attention span is very, very short and you can't take the time to understand the context then that's the video for you. But it was specifically the counterfeit knives that I have an issue with. Under that video, taking a sidestep away from insulting the people on Reddit, there was a gentleman who was like, that's rich coming from you, who complains about the logos being on the blade. And he ranted. It was a big, long paragraph about how I was somehow contradicting myself because while counterfeit knives steal the logos and use them to create, false products in order to deceive consumers, right? I, as a content creator, don't want big, gaudy logos on the blade. And he thought that he'd done me in with that this was a smart thing, a smart thought that came into his head, and he said, yeah, I should type that. I should think that and type it. I'll get him. You idiot! That's not the same thing at all. Number one, it's okay to have your logo on. What I don't like is gigantic, gaudy, crazy, in-your-face billboarding. I don't like that. I don't think anybody does. I still think it's okay to let people know who you are. Now, whether it's there or it's not there, it's this is still your brand, right? It's okay to have it small. I think a lot of times it's just like in this case, this is fine. They do it on the pivot and not the blade, right? Now I cannot want it on the blade and at the same time still condemn OEMs who steal the logos and the entire designs and then create counterfeits and sell them on platforms like TikTok. That was the most idiotic argument I have ever heard in my life. Shame on you, person who thought that. And you typed that out and you folded your arms and you said, yes, I want this on the internet today. Anyways, the thumb studs here for a second I thought might be connected to the frame, but they're not. So the stop pin is actually going to be right here. Oh, it's in its traditional space. Okay, I just couldn't see it. All right. Milling for weight reduction. Yeah, okay. Let's weigh it here real quick and measure it. And then the next time you guys will see this is during the review after I've had a chance to carry it. Weight, 3.8, 3.9 ounces. So that's pretty good. Yeah, for what I'm guessing, this is probably 8 to 8 1/4 inches overall. No, it's actually 7.85 inches. Blade length is coming in at 3.35 and cutting edge 3 1/4. It looks bigger than it actually is. So this is pretty cool. I mean, yeah, it's another frame lock, right? I really wish you guys would do something different with locking systems. And this is not just Kubey. I wish lots of different companies would try different locking systems. Frame locks are fine. I don't want them to go away. I think we still need to have them for people who just prefer frame locks. It's fine. I mean, back locks are still around. We still have people who prefer those, and those things are ancient. Yeah, I mean, they're far older. I think the frame lock was the Reeve Integral lock in 1999 or maybe 1997. I can't remember. That's how long. But backlocks have been around way longer. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm worried that the price tag will be absurd. If they price this at about $250, $270, I think it'd be okay. But I hope that I'm not going to find out it's over $300. That's going to be pretty much it today, guys. Thanks for watching. Links in the description for this guy. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.